Good morning, everyone. How is everyone on this fine Sunday morning? Hope everyone is doing half as well as I am. Actually doing great this morning. Morning, Mr. Paul and Mr. Whalen. Hope you gentlemen are doing great. I'm sitting here drinking some fine Hawaiian Kona coffee from our buddy JT. He sent me a care package for helping him find a knife, and I do truly appreciate that. He sent me some coffee, macadamia nut brittle, some little shortbread cookies from Hawaii, and some Kona coffee from Hawaii. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't mean to click that image. I meant to click that image. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I'm just chilling, hanging out. Here's the knives I carried to work last night. In my front pocket, I had the big giant Spyderco K2, which, as you can see, compared to other knives, is very big. Good morning, mister. And then in my back pocket, I carried the little lion steel. I actually forgot what this is a clone of. Super cool little knife, though. It comes with this wooden box, wooden like crate thing. Super cool. It also comes with a little T6 and T8 wrench. The milling on it's super nice too. It's got a removable thumb stud and a removable flipper tab. Still can't remember the name of this one. Good morning, Mr. Scott. I did take it apart and remove a little bit of detent. It had a little too much, and I think I got the pivot a little too tight. Whoops. Just hit that knife. But yeah, so as you can tell, one is way bigger than the other. Actually, let me see here. So yeah, that makes it easier to see. What is the name of this thing? TC told me one day, but I totally forgot what he said. So let's go see if we can figure it out here. Lion steel. It's got like some letters. TRE, I think. 3 opening systems. Yeah, that's what it is. So you can see they removed the thumb studs on that one. Nude, thumb stud, or flipper? Yeah, there's the little T6 and T8 tool it comes with. Pretty cool little deal. They did a great job on this one. I was totally surprised at how great it is. I haven't lock bar access is super nice. You can see that. So yeah, super cool knife. The only thing I had a problem with was the lock bar insert screws were super tight, but they worked. And here's a pack of those cookies that he sent me. So these are Hawaiian shortbread macadamia nut cookies. Mr. Scott, I responded to your email. I can't, it'd be a lot better if you sent me an email with all those AliExpress links in it instead of just the pictures. That way I can go actually look at the stuff that you picked. It would take me forever to reverse image search all that stuff. But yeah, I look forward to helping you put together a good watch. Seems super cool. Something else that came up on the Discord last night, besides watch stuff, was the fact that two sons always need some work, was a comment made by somebody. And that made me wonder if y'all have had problems with your two sons. I don't have too many issues with my two sons. Hardly ever. So it kind of made me wonder if anybody else did. I've only had a couple that like had a little bit too strong of detent. So I had to actually take a little pressure out. But other than that, it's been pretty great. Morning, Paul. So here's Mr. Scott's carry for the day. And that watch looks a lot like the one you sent me pictures of, Mr. Scott. That Casio. At least with the red dial. Super cool watch. I like it. Like it a lot. But the topic came up with a few two sons. So he just got the bottom one yesterday. And he said that it needed, thing is wonderful and well made, but the action needed some work. And then two sons always need work, Tube Surfer just said. And I said, I don't know, I've not done much work to any of mine. And he showed another one. And I'm just curious, I'm wondering if it's because most of mine are titanium only. I like that one though, that one's pretty cool looking. Yeah, Mr. Paul, you got here a little early this morning. You didn't oversleep this time. That was good. So your two son has a little bit strong detent. Keep it scale stupid. I didn't know you had a two son. What two son model do you have, sir? Let's see, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, so you remember last night or yesterday when I looked at that Tucson on eBay? I believe it was the TS456. Nope, it was the TS567. I remembered it was a sequential. Yeah, it was this one right here. So you remember we looked at this one? And Mr. Ed said it reminded him of a GTC knife. So if you know Gustavo, you know some of his designs, and it looks very similar to some of his. One down here, especially at the bottom here, It looks a lot like this one too. I don't know why this image is not showing up. It's so weird. On a phone, it shows the whole image. I wonder why that is. Huh. He has got a different layout for, evidently, for mobile or... Wow, that's pretty wild. So, anyway, it looks like a GTC. It looks like my solid. It looks a lot like that knife. Even the blade, like has a same kind of grind, like a yeah. So it looks a lot like. Anyway, I sent him an offer for $80 for this knife. Morning ground fog. I offered him $80, and should I buy one at $90? That's what I'm asking. He gave me a counter offer for $90. They're not available on White Mountain Knives. And I was wondering if y'all thought I should grab one for $90. Keep it scale stupid. They usually have a number on the Two Sons on the side of it telling you what the model number is. Yeah, most all Two Sons have the model number on them. Not all of them, but most all of them. So you might could look at it and figure out which one it is. I actually was going to look at some of my Two Sons today, go through them and see if I see any kind of action, weird action. But I guess I might not have looked at them as good as I should have. But we'll go through a few of them and I will see if I see anything wrong with them. Whether it's loose detent or whatever. Let me get this camera moved over a little bit where it's bigger. I need to zoom in one. There we go. Now I got a little bit bigger area to work with. Yeah, I've already countered. Good morning, TC. I offered 80. He countered at 95. I countered at 83, and I told him that I had to pay 10% tax. And then he countered back at 90. So I don't really want to keep going back. I could do like 87 or something. I've already done 83, but I don't know. I might counter him back with 87 and see if he takes it. I can always wait till they show up on like White Mountain Knives or something. But I think it's a newer model because it's the 567, so I don't know about their number system. They're kind of weird. I don't know if that's a new one or not, but I would assume that since I haven't seen it, and it's $115 on Amazon. I don't want to be that guy that keeps going back and forth with him. He's got it listed for $112.99, and we went to 80 to 95, and I did 83, and he did 90. 87's about in the middle, so I guess I could go 87. Then I got to pay $8.70 tax on top of that. But yeah, so it made me wonder about some of my two sons and if there is problems with them that I haven't noticed. Just because I've got so many, I don't carry any one at any one time. But so let's go over a few of them here. So this is one of my micarta ones. I'm not sure what the model is on this one. It's a Rye Designs. It's the TS425 and K110. So let's see. Lockup looks good. No blade play. Action feels very good. It just wants to drop. Oh, this made me think about something else too. So some people don't know how to reverse flick or have problems reverse flicking. I've handed a knife to a lot of people I work with, and even a guy that I got into knives that wanted to know how to reverse flick, he wasn't very good at it. And I think one of the main problem people have is this first pointer finger, like learning how to get it out of the way. So I wanted to just go over that really quick. I know it's something that's very obvious to a lot of people, but some people it's not. And if you don't know how to reverse flick your knives, you're missing a whole way to open them that you could be using. I guess most everybody knows how to use a regular thumb stud. You know, they've been on knives for a long time. I guess reverse flick hasn't been around forever because knives always had like a nail nick, you know, to get into like old school pocket knives. And then they came to the flipper tabs, and then they started putting holes in blades. And so the reverse flick, but I think it's this main pointer finger that you have to learn to keep straight. So a lot of people want to curl it around their knife when they're holding their knife. And in order to do a reverse flick properly, you need to learn how to just keep it locked straight. So once you have that finger locked straight at the end there, it's just a matter of picking whichever finger. Most of the time it's the middle finger that lands correctly. That's the only one I use. But it's just a matter of keeping that finger straight and just flicking your middle finger. Like literally just like you're flicking somebody. Like just like that. And if you can't do it, if you can't do a reverse flick very good, maybe using a little bit of wrist to help you will get you to feel more confident with it. But I think the main part is keeping this finger straight. I think a lot of people hit this finger when they're trying to open it, and that's their problem. So just learn how to lock this finger straight, and then reverse flick should come pretty easily. And like I said, if you're having issues, use a little bit of wrist to help, and that should get you to where you can do it better. And the further down the blade that you can get, the better leverage you'll have, and it makes it easier and easier. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to talk about. So this two-son is fine. So let's set it over there and say perfect. All right. I was going to go through some of my... Most all of mine are titanium. That's another thing. I was going to go through my micarta ones first. So Pete, what are you saying? Oh yeah, you have to grab it good. You have to have a good grip between your these two fingers and your palm so that it doesn't move anywhere. And then it doesn't take. It's about not letting it move. A lot of times, what I do is put both fingers on this part of the clip, so that when you're pushing with your finger here to reverse flick, you're pushing against those two fingers. And this one's not the easiest because it's just got a little fuller on it. But yeah, having a secure grip, just like Pete said, and a lot of people lay their fingers on the clip to hold. These two fingers go on the clip, to hold pressure so that when you're pushing with your other finger, it's got reverse. Yeah, wrap this finger and keep it straight, but make sure that you're applying pressure to hold it in really good, so you have a good grip on it. It just comes natural to me. But I'm squeezing right here to hold the knife, and then it makes it a lot easier. And if you use the clip to hold on to your ring finger and pinky, it should be out of the blade way when you're closing it. When you're closing it, it's a whole different thing, but keeping this finger straight and keeping a good tight grip on it with these two fingers is probably the key, because I think I could not even have my ring finger and pinky on it as long as I was tied up here. See, so those two aren't even on the knife. But yet I can still do it because I've got a good grip on it. But a lot of people keep hitting their finger because they've got this finger, the pointer, in the way. So just learn to lock it straight is one of the keys I've seen when people try to do it. All right, again, lockup is good. Lockup might fail. No, not gonna fail. Lockup's good. Action's good. D10 is good. So there's another good Tucson. I haven't touched those two. Yeah, it's really just playing the thump game too. It's just like learn how to thump. All right, so there's another micarta one that came out okay. I think this is the one he showed yesterday. I think this is the model that he bought. Let me go check the Discord. What was the model number that he said he got? TS 199. Yeah, I believe this is the same one. So, this one is M390, Wong Designs, dirty. Doesn't have the number on it, but it is the same one. And mine's not drop shut either, but like he said, it's because of the blade size. You can't expect a knife this tiny. I can't even hardly hold this knife. And this thing is tiny, tiny. It's not even a 3-finger knife to me. It's like a 2-finger knife. But lockup looks good. It's a great little fit pocket knife. It does close without too much shaking. It's so little, it's hard for me to front flip. I can't keep a grip on it. That one seems okay too. Trying to pull out. Good morning, JT. So this is another cool one with superb action. All right, the blade is a little loose on that one. I don't know where my other stupid Torx is. Where did my other Torx go? Aha, there it is. So this one is a little loose this morning. It looks like it's this one that turns. All right, so there's tight. Yeah, no blade play. Pretty much drop shut. Zero vertical up and down blade play. I've never carried this knife, never cut anything with it, never done anything to it. And it feels great. it has better vertical lockup than a lot of crossbar locks I've got. So that's another good one. Let's see, what else do I got here? I thought I had some more that were not titanium, but it looks like we're getting down to the point where I'm going to have to start pulling titanium ones. This is one my sister gave me. She did the ano on this one. Pretty cool one. It's nice when your sister gives you knives. This is a night mooring design. 14C. I don't know the model number on this one either, but it's got good lockup. And perfect action. I mean, drop shut action. Wow. Yeah, that one has great action. Pretty cool little Tucson. So there's another one that's fine. Have to start going through these faster. So this is, somebody else has one of these. It's a button lock one. Forgot what number it is, but it's super solid too. I don't know. I've been really impressed with Tucson knives. Lots of button lock knives that I have a little bit of vertical blade play until the spring gets worked in good and the plunge lock seats in its place right. And this one has zero. And a lot of crossbar lock knives have that same, unless you take your fingers and push the crossbar up a little bit and then it'll stop rocking. But for instance, both of these Spydercos these Benchmades that I got have a little bit of vertical, but then when you push the thumb studs, the crossbar lock up, like this one completely stops. But that's just because it hasn't worn in to where it moves all the way to the front there. But that one has zero after you push it. But when you first open it, it's got a little bit of play. I don't know if y'all can see that at all, but it does have some play. But then if you take your fingers and push the crossbar up, it stops. And that other Benchmade that I got, the aluminum one, it has vertical play, and even if you take your fingers and push the crossbar lock up, it still has vertical play. So the fact that this Tucson has none without doing anything is, I don't know, impressive. That's what I said. Tucsons have really impressed me with what they got. I think this is the TS 433 maybe. I think it's got the number on it. I don't think it's the 822. No, what does it say down there? Does it have the number? Come on, focus. Yeah, we're seeing through it. Why are we seeing through it? Can y'all see the number on that one? This is it's a green knife. That's why we're seeing through it. This is that one that's green that disappears a little bit. Lockup is good on it. Action is great. No side to side, no vertical. Yes, JT, I do have a wee Trogon. Yeah, that's not the TS 622 though. I think that's the... I don't think they make a 622, but I could be wrong. I think it's the... I don't know why I think it's the TS 433, but something like that. Yeah, it's not the TS433. Is it the 622? I saw that number on there, but it didn't say TS next to it. Well, still can't type it wrong. Yeah, that's not it. It's not the 622. It's the, well, hold on. I'll grab the Trogon in just a second. Let me figure out what knife this is. I hate when I can't remember a knife name. All right. It is the, here it is, TS, dang it, 177. It's the TS 177. TS 177. So it's that one right there. They actually offer it in a same model that I've got, the green model. Oh. Here's the same exact knife there. Oh yeah, 377. You're right. No, I don't know. That looks exactly like this knife. But it might be the 377. Why is... That sounds better, but this one is exactly the same. It's got the same exact milling. It's green. I know y'all can't see that because of the green screen, but it's bright green. Whoops. Got that same exact pattern. Here, I'll show you that it's actually green. So you can see it's green there. Same blade hole, same blade grind. Yeah, 177. All right, we'll pause the Tucson adventure for a second because he came up with a question. Anytime y'all want to talk about a knife or talk about something, just let me know and I'll stop what I'm doing and cater to y'all. I talk about stuff constantly, so I would love to talk about something y'all want to talk about occasionally. So he asked if I can reverse flick the Trogon off the fuller. I think is what he said. So let's check that out. That is a Brian Brown design knife for WE knives. They just came out with the mini not long ago. So let me find mine. It is right here. So this is the full size version. And I didn't even need to get it out to tell you that yes, you can. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very deep fuller. Hopefully you can tell how much you can get in there, but yes, you can very easily reverse flick off the fuller anywhere you want to, even right up by the thumb stud. Further down you get, of course, but your finger just goes into it naturally. Further down you go, the easier it is. Super cool knife though. The milling's great on it. There's the Brian Brown logo. This is a lot of people's favorite WE. Very comfortable in hand. And you can kind of see the influence between the Raptor. So the Raptor is one of his knives. Blade shape is a little different. There's the Jaeger. And then the main one, the Corvus, really looks like it. Quite a bit. But he puts, I don't know, the blade shape, I like the Raptor and the Corvus. I like the Corvus the best. What is this? Which Devo is this again? It's not the Buzz. Oh wait, it is the Buzz, isn't it? This is the Buzz, right? Did they have any which ones with the micro milling? No, that's not the Buzz. This one does have micro milling, if that's what you're talking about. Maybe I didn't get it up close enough to the camera. And I've got another, if anybody wants one, I've got another Brian Brown's Raptor in carbon fiber that I'm selling. I kept this jigged one myself. Yeah, the Trogon does have micro milling. Great knife though. Oh, no problem. I wish people would ask questions more, because I get bored talking about myself. I like looking up what y'all want to talk about. Do y'all like that finish, or do you not like textured finishes like that? I love how he puts the logo in the lock bar relief. And this is another knife that I think a lot of you would love if you ever felt one. And for medium-sized knife and regular-sized hands, this is one of the most comfortable knives you can get. This is a special edition one from somewhere with the green and the can't remember, somebody, this is an exclusive somewhere. But man, is this knife comfortable. And whereas I said most people would love that knife, I love Giant Mouse, but my hands are a little bigger. So I like this one a little better, because it just fits my hands a little better. And it's got that same look, but you can just see that it's just a little bigger overall in blade and in handle. Just enough that I can get 4 fingers on it without using that forward choil. Actually, the Sicaray looks like it. This came out long before the Sicaray did, and the Sicaray copies the lines on it. But it is nice and chunky, like it, and it feels so good in hand. But the The Sicaray is a little bigger actually in handle size and blade size. So it's more, the Tribeca is a medium knife. Yes, sir, I do. There's the Nazca. It is not nearly as comfortable as most of the giant mouse knives. It doesn't have, it's a great crossbar lock, but I don't know, there's something about these lines here that make it not as comfortable in the hand. It's kind of rough a little bit. I guess it's because the whole shape of it is just kind of angular and kind of like weird shaped. Yeah, I've got a Nazca. The Sicaray though is another one that super comfortable. The finger choil in it isn't quite as good as the ones on the Tribeca and the Biblio XL. The Biblio XL, wow, it almost looks like that's like disappearing. It does have, it's super thin up there. But the finger choil, I don't know, like you can see the gap between the blade and my finger. And on the Sicaray, you get up, it's not as much of a gap, and it's a little scarier getting onto the blade edge. Yeah, the crossbar took a little getting used to for me. It was sticky at first. It's one of those ones you have to just barely pull and use a lot of wrist. You'll keep your surplus. Do you mean KABAR? I guess you mean KABAR. But Giant Mouse makes a couple of fixed blades that I want too. Yeah, the Biblio XL is a nice one. And then you can't go wrong with the Riv. The Riv is another one that's super. This is a lot better fifth pocket knife to me than this. And it's not much bigger. But you see how little this knife is. And you know how big my hands are. But I can get 4 fingers on it perfectly using that forward choil. The Ace Riv is a great little knife. I like my Giant Mouse knives. I don't know, there's something about their look and the comfort. Comfort's the main thing. Oh no, you're fine with the interrupting my flow. It gave me a chance to go through my Ace knives that I don't go through very often. All right, back to seeing if we got some bad Tucsons in the batch. I've only got a few left. All right, this is one I got not long ago. It's a weird one. What number is it? Yeah, you would like the Ace Riv. Let's see, lock up on this one is good. Let's see, no blade play. Very smooth action. My sister gave me this one too. She gave me this one not long ago. I think I need to delete the flipper tab on this and put a big finger choil on it. It's got room for a full-size finger choil, and it would make a perfect one to put one in. You can use it, but it's dangerous. ProTech giant mouse coming out that looks cool. So that one gets a passing grade. I think this is the one. Is this the one in K110? Yeah. This is the TS 576 instead of the 567. So this was made along the same time as that other one that we just looked at. And Pete has one of these, and I tuned this one, and it's perfect now. This one did have too strong a detent when I got it. You could not even begin to reverse flick it. So this one's perfect now. So that's another plus. Which one is the 430? This one, that just felt like it might have a little bit too much detent. Another night mooring design. This is the 383. 383. This is one of their ones that they put their name on. I don't mind that with them. It's micro milled. It's got some cool milling. Yeah, my 576 came terrible. It was way too tight detent. Nobody in the world could have reverse flicked it. It was way too tight. So I just took some pressure out, and now it's perfect. But this is one of their, I don't know, a lot of people like, this one has too strong a detent, I can already tell you. Because I cannot push, I mean, some people would say it has perfect detent, but it's hurting my finger to push it as hard as I have to push it. So that one does have, so I'm going to put it on the strong detent corner down here. All right, then I got two of these, so we'll go through them both. I got the micarta and the lightning anode versions. And these are their little small fifth pocket front flippers with the chody, like they're little chodes. And what model are they? TS 349. Another night mooring design. So I've got both of those. Let's see. Lockup looks good. Action feels good. No blade play. Detent's fine. Yep. Lockup's good. No blade play. Closes fine. Opens fine. Detent is great. So that's more in the good stack. There's two more in the good pile. This one reminds me, this one should be an integral. I don't know why. I don't know, just the looks of this knife give me integral vibes. Does anybody else think that? It shouldn't have these two screws here. It should be a solid back. And I'm not sure what model this one is. It's M390 though. Not sure what this one is. Lockup looks good. Wow, super solid. Not drop shut, but definitely good. Great detent. Yeah, I like the looks of that one. Very slicey. Got that. I wish it had some jimping right there. I need to get one of those files that TC has and put jimping on knives that need it. This is the... Let me see if I can tell y'all really quick. It is the... here it is. I'm on. Pop up. It's another good one. Well, TS33. No. Hold on. TS300. Sorry. I'm not sure. It's the TS300. I'm not sure what designer that is. I believe it's the TS300 though. Let's go make sure. Does it say who the designer is? Down at the bottom here. Yeah. Mazwan Mokhtar. Mazwan Mokhtar. He makes some cool knives. I forgot which other ones he makes, but he makes some that I like. Yeah, Mazwan Mokhtar. No, that's not a night mooring on the TS300. It's Mazwan Mokhtar. Night mooring's design is different. This is night mooring's design. Night mooring has the little N and it all together makes like an M with the mountain. No, I don't have a slim. Yeah, it's Mazwan Mokhtar, and I don't know how that logo. But that one gets a keep. This is one that Sever7 sent me for free. This is the TS144, I believe. Yeah, TS144. That's a night mooring design. Super cool knife. I love this one. It doesn't have jimping there either. I wish it did. But I can tell you this one goes on. This one has got some of the best action yet. Here's one of the newer ones I bought not long ago. It's got that leaf-shaped blade. This is the TS440. Not my normal knife, but I wanted one that was a little different. And it's super comfortable in the hand. It's kind of smaller, but it does have this nice forward choil. And it was M390. Oh, no, it wasn't. They had an M390 version, I think. It's 14C. It was only $50 or something, though. That one's got good action. This was the first one I bought. Yeah, I would say this is more like a leaf-shaped blade, but I guess you could call it a dagger. You remember I told you, like, you can tell a lot of blade styles if the tip is straight out from the pivot, then it's either a dagger or a leaf point. I've got I don't know what they would call that. The NAF's chart. So they got the. So there you go, the 16 most common. So dagger, spear point is probably what it is. It's either I think it's more of a leaf. But this picture is always a good one to look at. No, it's not a leaf. I guess it's more of a spear point or a dagger. You're right, keep it scale stupid. I'm not sure. I thought leaf had more. Thought it was more rounded out, but I guess that is more of a dagger kind of look. Cool knife though. Alright, nothing wrong with it. But like I said, this is the first nice one I got. And I've overpaid for this one. It is a smaller knife. I didn't realize it was this small. That's that Moke. There's his design again. This is the TS 308 and M390. It's a littler knife. Not nearly as big. But it's got great action and lockup. Got a carbon fiber one, which I'm not normally a fan of the carbon fibers. I think this is the TS 191. I'm not sure if this is one he posted. Tube Surfer. Is this one of the ones you posted? This one, the detent feels a little strong on it. The lockup is good. Solid as a rock. Close is good. What I say it was, the 141, 191. Then we got another carbon fiber one. And this one has got a crazy blade shape. This is a Rye Designs TS 367. Look at all the curves on that thing. And that one does have jimping finally. Super comfortable, and you can definitely choke up on it. Very usable knife. The carbon cut out around the lock bar. This one, what am I thinking? What am I feeling is too sharp? What's supposed to be too sharp on it? Oh, right there. I got you. I don't ever feel that part. When you go to close it, you don't feel that. I don't know where you would feel it, because when you hold it, you don't feel it, even though your finger lays right across it. So no, it's not too sharp. But I see what you're talking about. There is a little line there. I think that's what you're talking about. This is one of my favorites. It kind of looks like that one I was looking at this morning. It's just a big chunky knife. It's got that same kind of blade shape. I wouldn't be surprised if it's designed by the same guy, because it's got that GTC look about it too. This is a rattlesnake. No, this is a utilizator. I think it's utilization, but utilizator. Which one has a clip that's all bent out? This one? This one doesn't have a bent clip anywhere. What am I? Oh, you mean like the... It's laying against the scales. Oh, I see what you're talking about, though. It is flexed, huh? It's kind of flexed. But it's not tapping. I tried to tap it to see if it was not on the scales. But I see what you're talking about. Since it's kind of thicker right here, it kind of goes up. I don't know if y'all can tell what I'm talking about, but it's kind of at an angle. It's narrower down here than it is up here. It's not parallel. I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah, I really love this one. And that's one of the weirdest designers, that utilizator. Utilizaton. And this one is only a front flipper, but you can get your fingernail into that cutout barely enough to reverse flick it. And this is the TS 483. This is another one that's a great knife. Ride Designs TS 429 in Two Sons blade steel, that YJ01V1 in the Titans colors. And this is a great crossbar lock knife. I've got an extra one of these I need to sell or give away. I've got a brand I bought two of them at auction, and I've got one that's still in the box, never been touched. It's actually on Blade Bench for sale. It's got a little tiny bit of blade play vertically until I pushed the crossbar lock up, and then it stopped. It's another one of those cases where it just needs to get worn in. All right, that one's good. This one also looks like an integral to me. It looks like the Bosun a little bit, the 140. It's got a weird blade shape on it. Another night mooring design. It's got some nice milling on it that looks like Migron milling a little bit. Forgot what model number that one is too. Y'all can pause the video and do an image search if you need to. That one feels good. This is their mortise and tenon one. I believe this is the TS88. This is night mooring. This one has no screws. You use a little tool to pop the back pivot out, and then you slide this bar out of the way, then it comes apart. Isn't which one the TS, the two, this one? I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is. This I know is not the TS 279. The mortise and tenon one is the TS88, I believe. This is a super cool knife because it doesn't have any screws. So the way you break down the pivot is you slide this little bar out from behind the pivot. The same with the lock bar insert. You slide that out and that pin comes out. This is pried in there holding that pivot in place. And then the back, this little thing slides back, and that's how you take the scales apart. This one is $279. All right. Yeah, it's almost got like a hawk bill. If it curved just a tiny more, I guess it is a hawk bill probably. The tip just doesn't seem to curve enough. Then this one's cool because it's got titanium and micarta. This is another one my sister gave me. Another older model, night mooring design. In D2, this is an older model. I don't know what this one is. Took me a while to find this one when I was looking it up, when she actually gave it to me. This one, man, it's solid. It's got good lockup. It's got a little bit of double clutch. But I'm gonna put it over here. It's one of the worst ones as far as feel goes. This is the something or other. Jerry Jelly design. TS220. Super cool. I like the blade shape. It's got that ramp I like with the kind of a harpoon. TS220. It's got good lockup. It's got very good action. You can flick off the fuller. Solid as a rock. That one's good. This is one I got not long ago. This is a double detent. It's fun to play with. And if you get it right, it won't bounce. That's the something or other. I bought it not long ago. Can't remember what it is. Oh, is it a VK? It's almost got his little trademark thing. Huh. Yeah, that's a little double detent that's great. Let me see. I'm running out of room here. This is a weird one that I don't really like. It's a button lock. It is a Keanu design, TS409, number 148. I think that number 622 was like a serial number on that one. I don't know why I don't like this one, because it's got great action and it's a big knife. Sturdy. Nope. Blade play. Yeah, that's another good one. What are we looking at, Pete? TS279. Night mooring. Well, that's a good price. Let me show that price to everybody. Yeah, 80 bucks with $8 off with my code. So 72 bucks for that titanium knife. That's a great price. All right. Only got like 10 left. This is another weird one that I don't like either. I don't like the two-tone. No idea why I bought it at auction. It was one of those impulse buys. Pete asked me if I'd ever regretted a knife. This is probably one of them. Again, a night mooring design. It's in D2 blade steel, and it's the TS36. I need to bead blast it and get rid of that two-tone crap. But I hate to do that. I should pass it along to somebody who would enjoy it. But it's not got good action. It doesn't close good. It fails easily. It's got D2 blade steel, so it definitely goes over here in this pile. This is what the biggest one I've got, I think. This one, I bought the knife thinking that it would look like this on both sides. Clip on which one? This one? I don't know. It feels pretty flexible. Stephen Parks, good morning, sir. So, yeah, I was hoping this one would look like this on both sides, but it's carbon fiber on this side. And it is a giant knife. Very good grip and lock in. It's like a cold steel almost. Yeah, it's a big boy. TS 448. I wish it was titanium on both sides though. But it's got great action too. This is another one that I love, but it's got a beautiful pattern on here with the milling is great. And then it's got carbon fiber on this side. It's got that keyhole. It's got an awesome blade shape too. I forgot which model number this one is, but it's a night mooring design as well. It's very noticeable because of that. Is this the 129? Yeah, this one has great action. Butter. All right, here's another big boy. It's not quite as big as that other one, but it's a big boy too. I believe this is the 430. Nope, it's the TS 390. This is another Keanu. So the same guy that made this one, kind of a weird look, made this one. Steven, these knives were 80 bucks. Like a lot of these knives I got on auction for like 80 bucks. Like even some of these, like this, I paid like $72 for this in M390 blade steel with ANO, carbon fiber. So yes, you can afford these. That's why I'm showing two sons. Tucson is some of the best value in the game. I think I paid $40 for this one secondhand. All right, so that's another good action one. Oh yeah, this is a lot of people like this one. We talked about it. I think it's the one of the ones they asked, TS 430. Yeah, the 430 is a great knife. I know nothing's wrong with this one. Let me plug it in here. And then we got my pretty ones. Well, we got one more. This is the weird blade shaped TS 17 in M390 with super nice milling, crazy blade grind, super cool knife. Oh yeah, they definitely look premium. They feel premium too. All right, here's a super, and their Lightning Anno is some of the best in the game. This is one of their button lock ones. Good clip on it. Nice hollow ground blade, hand satin. Super comfortable knife. This is the TS 210. TS 210. Yeah, they do some awesome job on their Lightning Anno. There's that one. This is, I believe, might be the 430 that I thought the other one was. What does that say? 450. But yeah, look at the Lightning Anno, how bright it is. This one has a crazy grind too. But yeah, so Steven, just to show you like this one, this is the 450, okay? Let me show you real quick. How pretty that knife is. And man, that's stupid. You can't search eBay for your purchases. So this one right here. This one right here, I got for $81 in M390. You can see I got it for $81 plus tax. This one that I don't like was actually $106. This one right here was $84. Yeah, this one was $84. Was it 14C? No, it's M390. Yeah, this knife was $84. Like, I don't know where they're doing that at besides Tucson. The TS 450, I don't see it. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. So this one was $81 too. Great knife. eBay auctions. All right, we got 4 more. Some of my prettiest ones. This is got some awesome milling on it. Crazy good milling, crazy good Lightning Anno, full back spacer, nice fuller, nice harpoon, This is the TS-194 in M390. Alright, so there's that one. Then we got another beautiful Lightning NO. I mean, you can't beat their Lightning NO. I don't care who you are. This is another Rye Designs. Pete's blade shape. This is the TS-298 in M390. Pete, this is one you need to get right here. It's got the little blade ramp. It's got your blade shape. It's got micro milling. It's beautiful. It's got superb action. Just drop shut. Perfect action. Then we got one of my favorites with the milling and the blade shape. Look at all that milling. Nice clip. Clip's good on it. Backspacer's good. It's got that harpoon. The 298 was your first two, son? Yeah, you got hooked then, huh? This one's awesome. And I don't know where my 196 is. My saber tooth. Because I gave one to Ed, but I've got another one. I think it might still be in the box. This is another great harpoon one. The weird blade. M390. I don't know what model that is either. Got two up there you can't see in the picture. And then last but not least, I've got this little guy. Another little fifth pocket knife in M390. Wong Designs. Another weird little knife. I need to make some more room here. Try to get them all in the shot. Except there's too many. So that's all of them in the shot except for, I think I've got 5 more that are in a different bag. They don't live with the other two sons. We got the TS-100 integral, which is going to get laid up here at the top where y'all can't see it. We've got the black TS-195 integral. Awesome knife. We've got the other milling pattern, the frag pattern TS-195 integral. We've got the TS something. I can't remember the name of this one, but it's an integral. It's the one I bought off of Arizona Custom Knives. So that's my 4th two-son integral. And then the 5th one is the bowhead TS-140. A lot of people search for this knife for some reason. I don't know why. It's got a crazy, they call it the bow head because of that bow head. So I got 5 Tucson integrals. And how many total? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 44. It looks like I got 44. You can't see these 4 integral back here. Or this one is kind of sticking out of the way. Yeah, the TS-140 is this one, the bowhead. But to answer your question, out of all those knives, which one is my favorite? I don't know. This one is probably in my top 3. This one is probably in my top 3. And then I don't know. I really like the I've got a TS-196 too. It must still be in the box. I've got a Sabertooth too, which is another one of my favorites. I don't know why it's not here. These two though, and I don't know, man. To be honest, I really like this TS-144 that Sever gave me. But I also like the TS-100 just because it's an integral and weird. And I also love this one because it's just a chunky titanium knife that's pretty inexpensive. And I like the milling on this one and the blade shape and the clip. But probably these 3 are my top 3 maybe. I don't know. It's hard to pick because I like this one too. And I like this one too, even though it's carbon fiber. So that says something when I like that one. I like lots of them. I like this one too. But I love, that's one of my favorite blade grinds. The fact that it's got the thumb ramp that I love. It's got the milling that I love. If this one was in M390, this might move up the list to like number 1. And the fact that Sever just gave it to me out of the blue. But the 195 is a nice knife. And it was one of the integrals that I had been looking for a while. And it's got more of sentimental. But then this one ticks all the boxes for me. I love a good drop point. It's got jimping on the blade ramp. I love a harpoon. I love milling. I love different patterns of milling in knives where they go one direction one way. So yeah, the 269 probably my overall. This one is probably my overall number 1. Is it M390 too? Yeah, it's M390. So yeah, I would have to say probably this TS-269. Now I'm mad I don't know where my Sabertooth is. So if you don't know, I gave Ed one. He won a giveaway, the first giveaway I did, and I sent him one, and he already had one, but he liked the one I sent him, I guess. I felt bad because I didn't know he already had one. So it is what it is. I guess a free knife. Like I said, the fact that Sever sent me that one means a lot to me. So maybe the fact that I sent that one to Ed meant something to him. Not positive about that. But just like these that my sister gave me, like that one and that one, and she gave me both of these. No, she gave me this one. My sister gave me those three, this one, I think that's all the ones my sister gave me. Those four right there. She might have given me this one. But no, I think I bought that one. Big knives going to outside here. So as we narrow it down, I hate this one. Even though, I don't know. Even though it's a big knife and got the blade shape I like, I don't like it. This one, go out there. I'm gonna keep all my, the 196. I'm gonna keep all my micarta and little ones together. Let's see. These two carbon fiber ones can go next to each other. Slip joint goes here in the back. I know where it's at. This is one of my favorites. Tuck it over there next to this one and this one and this one and this one. Put this one over here next to this one, next to this one. Put these two together. Bowhead, these two together. I like this one me and Pete got too. We got it on sale. It's got that same kind of harpoon, Panarin designs. It's K110 blade steel. It's a beater. It's inexpensive. It'd be a great first Tucson. These are the four of my... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I've got a piece of foam down in one of them because I had a little knife in it. All right, they're all put back up in their case except for the 5 that you can't see. Oh, the 5 integrals. Let's get a better relaxed. Ow, that hurts. Let's see which background stuff looks the best against. I don't like the brick wall. Wow, look at the bow head. Look at the back of the bow head I didn't even notice that. It's like transparent because the way I got it turned. The dirt stuff looks pretty good against the dirt, huh? Except for that one. Wow. Look at the 140, like the back of it disappearing. You don't want it to look like that. Let me see if I can adjust my settings until that goes away. Let's see here. All right. Which way does this slider? There we go. That gives that little hole. I got to get a proper blend. Sorry, of these two. It gives it too much of a shadow if I change it too much. That's not bad right there, I guess. How do my... Oh, no, my hands have, like, haze around them now. See, that's the thing about this. I think this needs to be up higher. Yeah, my hands look better now. I don't know. I guess it's just because it's so thin. Anyway, guys, that was my two-son talk. And as you can see, as we were going through them, not many bad ones. I think I had 3 or 4 in the pile that I wouldn't consider great. But out of 44, that's pretty good odds. I kind of like that snakeskin one too. The black patent, that leather looks pretty good. All right, well, guys, I appreciate you sticking with me through all that. If it bored some of you, I apologize. I wish my other 3 integrals that I've ordered would hurry up and get here. They're supposed to be here tomorrow or Tuesday. And then I'll have more in this case right here. This is my integral case for now. I believe I've got 14 plus 3 more, so I'll have 17 when... And this is that same designer as that two-son we were looking at. I mean, that I said looked like the two-son. Nice integral. But pretty soon this case will have 3 more in it, 2 of which are G10s. I've only got a few 6-leafs. I used to keep them next to my 6-leafs, but I ran out of room in there. Which one is the SL30? Before we go, since they're basically the same as two sons, I ought to show my 6-leafs. Give me just a second, I'll grab them. They should be labeled over here. Kershaw, Civivi, SRM, Sink Cut. Amazon, Opinel, Olatans. What is this? That one's not labeled. It needs to be. Kaiser, Dam Designs, QSP, Vosteed, Kubi, Remet, CRKT, CRG, Benchmade. Oh, 6-leaf. Here we go. I found it. Give me just a second. It has to be on the bottom of 3 big bags. Alright, so here's my 6-leafs. Ugh. Only got a few of them. And they are that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's the only 5 6-leafs I have. And I have no idea what they are. Copper carbon inserts on the show side. That one looks like it's looking at you. What SL30? It's called the Hero. That's a nice looking knife. Yeah, that's a cool looking knife, man. Yeah, this is a big boy. You know how big my hands are. It's as big as that Tucson was. It's the SL08. This is the Rye Designs SL33. This is the Rattlesnake SL19. This is the Night Mooring SL28. And this is the Rattlesnake SL29. That black background looks pretty good, huh? Oh, something else I need to warn y'all about. So if you do order those little bags that I showed you, make sure you note how big they are. Because here's the ones I got. And they're different sizes. These two are the same size, but they're smaller than this one. And this one is the same size as my other ones. But knives, knives don't fit in these too good. Let me just show you an example. So Let me take this big one, which is a giant knife. Let me just show you what's going on here. So it will fit in there, but these were $2 a piece, and so you could get another one beside it there. You could get another one beside it there. And these straps keep them from touching each other, really. That one's kind of going to almost touch that. That one will fit there. And that one will fit there. So these little $2 bags make great little, but this is the smaller size. So I guess it's okay. I hadn't used this one yet. But this one I wouldn't want to put more than 5 knives in it. And it does have the little part over here that you can keep like another knife separate because it's got the screen. And you can put 3 more there and put a towel in between them. But this one still only has 5 slots, but it's bigger. So I'll post a link to this one. This one's the right size you need. But these make great little bags just to carry a few knives in. In fact, since I got this, I'm going to put this big one over here. I'm going to take this and put it over here. And I'm going to stick this one to where it doesn't have anything against it, and that flipper tab will be going the other way, away from that knife. And I'm going to call this my 6-leaf bag. And I will put a label on it. And next time y'all ask about my 6-leafs, so all I do is use one of these little printers. These little thermal printers, and I can show you where to get these for cheap too. And I just connect to it with my phone. Nimbot. Connect. Light turned green. You can't see the green light, but the green light's green now. Tap on the label. Type in 6-leaf. Make it bigger. Center it. Print it. And hit print. I'm going to print one for each side. But that's all I do is print labels with one of these little thermal printers. Turn it off. And y'all want to know how I find my knives? That's how I find them. I just stick that on there. Stick this on the other side. And there we go. Easy peasy. So I've got another one over here that just sits over here too. It's got a roll and it does smaller labels. Same thing. They just come out this side. But if y'all haven't seen that site that I've recommended tons of times, let me give it one more time. It's called myvipon.com. myvipon.com. And it gives you Amazon promo codes for just about anything you want. So if you type in thermal printer, It's going to give you all kinds of choices. And this one, the one I just showed you that's super nice, is 63% off right now and is only $15. It's normally $40. It's down to $15. And all you got to, I'm going to buy another one right now. So you hit get code, and then you hit use code at Amazon. And it copies the code and redirects you over to Amazon. You apply the $5 coupon. Well, anyway, you sign in. Yeah, the labels stay on. These bags, they doesn't stay on as good. I usually throw a piece of clear tape over them, but like on my regular cases, they do stay on. Let me turn this off for half a second. Give me just a second. Hold on. Let me show you how you... So when I click that link on Vipon, it automatically copied that promo code. And when you go to cart, all you got to do is paste that promo code in. Let me see if I can... So, yeah, there's nothing on the screen. So you click the little link to go to the payment types, and there's a, you enter the code in. It's already in the. You just hit apply, and it'll drop the price down. Let me it's going to show my address if I'm not careful. So let me hit apply. And let me hit continue. Use this payment method. And then right over here you go. Now it shows, whoops, that printer started out at $34.99. It took $20 off, brought it down to $15 plus $1.46 tax, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna hit place order. Oh, y'all can't see the. Could y'all see that? No, why can't y'all see that? Oh, there it is. Sorry. So you can see that label. The promo code. It dropped it down to $15, $14.99, $20 discount applied, and then tax. But that My Vipon site is one of the greatest sites ever. I just ordered another one of those for $15. They're well worth it. But on this site right here, let me show you. A lot of times what I do is I just hit search, and then I change the categories that I want to like electronics, patio, lawn and garden, sports and outdoors, tools and home improvement, and there's one more sometimes I pick, automotive and industrial. So I pick those 5 categories, and then I sort it by newest, and it'll show you all the codes for the newest stuff for around your house. And those are the 5 categories that I usually buy stuff on Amazon. So I'll just scroll through here and look at what I want. But like here's a karaoke machine for $30. It's half price, 50% off. There's a CarPlay, but these are all the categories of stuff that I like, and then I'll just browse it every couple of days and go by new, and whenever I get to something I've seen, I know I've reached it. But you can get everything you need on here, and stuff you don't need too. I buy stuff sometimes because it's like 80% off, but you don't even need Prime Day deals when you use these promo codes. And you can undo some of these categories if you don't want all that stuff. So if you just want electronics and see what's going on, you can turn off the automotive, patio, lawn and garden, sports and outdoors, tools and home improvement. And you can just sort the electronics by new. But you can get earbuds for $8. You know, you can get crazy prices on stuff. I've got a closet full of stuff that I just got in boxes still that I bought from here. By the way, these earbuds are great. And normally you can get different colors and stuff. It'll tell you when you click on it. So like here's a mechanical keyboard. But if you go to the thing, it'll say this coupon can only be applied to specific variations. Blue. So you can only get the blue one for that deal. But some of them will say any color available. But there's all kinds of crazy prices on stuff. And this place is awesome. And you can type in knife, and occasionally there'll be some codes for knives too. I mean, right now there are codes for knives, but there'll be some for like folding knives. Lots of chef's knives. Let's see if there's any folding knives down here. So here's a couple of fixed blades. I looked at this one actually. But it's not a good deal. It's $24 down to $17. So that's one of those times where it's not a great deal. Oh, here's the other one that I looked at. Same way, $27 down to $19. But that one's D2 and G10. It almost looks like that one somebody was talking about the other day. Bought utility cutter. Lots of chef's knives. I got my Kaiser kitchen knife off here, and I got a Vosteed one for my daughter. Kitchen knife. So yeah, there's new codes every day. So just going and checking this site every few days is pretty cool. And just like Pete said, he got his thermal printer, his label printer. So if you type in thermal printer, they have the full size label ones. Like, well, there's the rolls of label material. Here's the full size label one. It's only, but that's how I print all my labels for all my boxes. I don't have a pink one, but I'm not against it. But yeah, they even have the the big portable thermal printers, Bluetooth to print full pages and stuff. Pretty cool prices. I need to get another pack of these labels. Mine takes the folding back and forth like those. 500 of them for $10. I'm not out yet. I've still got a pretty big stack, but anyway, check out that site. There's a tattoo gun for $28. Do your own tattoos. You ordered a laptop yesterday for using one for YouTube instead of my phone. Oh, you got a Prime Day deal on a laptop? Oh yeah, Mr. Well, why are you hiding it behind your vape? Take another picture with it out and instead of behind your vape. But yes, I'll show it. Of course. So Mr. Paul got his first Spyderco. So that's super cool. Oh, you did put another picture up? And there's Scott's Wong design. Tucson. Yeah, it's like you're showing us the vape instead of the knife. Yeah, PM2. Oh, by the way, they've got 3 different milling patterns of both the Wolverine and the Sabertooth available on Monterey Bay. They were $130 when I got mine, but I think they're $150 now with these new milling patterns. As you can see, they got the plain, then they got 2 other milling patterns now. And I'm getting new hands for my watch, so I ordered all 3 sets of those. I'm going to swap them out. I think I like the bottom ones the best so far because it's still got a touch of black, but I'll be able to have loom with the blue. So I think I bought all 3 just to see how I can use them for other watch builds. They were only like $5 a set. So I don't like the hands on mine. I kind of liked these too, but I want ones with loom on them. And I wish they made these for my movement, because if they made those for my movement, then I would buy those. They're G10, John. Yeah, they're G10. So that's the OK version of the PM2. So just go to OK Knives, and that's the new G10 versions they got. Except they're not on there anymore because they don't sell Spydercos. I forgot about that. Oh no, they added them back. OKKnives.China. Clearance sale. Oh wow. This is the OKKnives.China site. So when you go to OK Knives, look, they added this. They took off the Spyderco section for a while, but now they've added a link to the China version. That's pretty cool. Except they won't be able to show the correct pictures. But and they don't have everything either. C81. Oh yeah, they do. So it's under this version right here. So they have, so it's that version right there. The website isn't as good on this one. The ones Paul's got is the second one over there. No, I thought he deserved to be able to feel what a Spyderco, because I hated Spydercos for like 10 years before I actually got one. And I just know that after you feel how good one feels in the hand, you might change your attitude on them. So I bought him one and sent him one to try out. That was a gift from me because I wanted to pass along this Spyderco love for somebody that doesn't like the way they look. And he mentioned how he hated the way they look, so I thought I would send him one. They do have the Python. It was one of the clearance ones at the top. I think that was the Nirvana, huh? They used to have it, but I don't know if they do anymore. I think they're sold out of the... Yeah, they're sold out, but they do have the Nirvana, which is pretty much the same thing. Pretty close. Anyway, all right, guys. We went over the 2-hour mark this morning. I appreciate all of y'all. It's been fun once again, going through all my 2 sons. Hope y'all have a great start to your week today. Go into Monday feeling great. If y'all need me, why did that do that? Should have just popped up my email. My email's in the top right, bladealchemy4you@gmail.com. Mr. Scott, I don't know if you could, John, but the whole point of getting the REK reblade is to get some kind of crazy scales to go with it. In my opinion, I prefer to have something like that at the top there. Some kind of cool... Because I wouldn't want cheap scales on a REK reblade. I'd want something like I've already got. Like laser engraved ones or... Oh, wow. That's way off size. Oh, yeah, I zoomed out. I forgot. I've got it fixed to where I can go back to the right size, though. Luckily. There you go. Now it's the right size. I might need to adjust it just, yeah. No, lengthwise. It's perfect. Those scales are just a little different. Look how much bigger the blade is, though. Scales are the same length from end to end, but the blade's way bigger. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great rest of your Sundays. Peace.